Hello, this is Brennan Kerrigan. I'm going to show you how I make my beats. So I just started up FL Studio, and as you can see, it already looks pretty complicated, but it's not. You're going to want to go here, and it already has preloaded sounds. I don't like these sounds, so I'm just going to delete them. I'm going to go here. Every time you start, I'm trying to move my recording around, but I guess I can't. Okay. Alright, well, you go to the master track. There'll already be a plugin on there. We're going to go replace and put none. You don't want anything on there because it will limit your sound that comes through. So, first things first, you're going to want to find a tempo that you like. Here's the metronome. Okay, that's okay. It's okay. But I want something a little bit more fast, so maybe 142. Okay, just turn the metronome off if you want to. And now comes kind of the hard part. You're going to want to find a sound that you like. Depending on what you want to make, it'll sound different. So, all these synths are what I use. And they come in whenever you buy FL Studio. So I'm going to load up morphing. And what I'm looking for is kind of a lead or something that just sounds good. I want to be making like a dreamy type beat. Flutes are good. Alright, you can go through all these and just find a sound that you like that's synthetic. Brass and wind, leads. Leads I usually don't use. It depends on what they sound like. And they're usually used for like EDM music. What I'm looking for is something like a bell. Okay, this sounds good. So what I'm going to do here, take out the sampler, go into piano roll, and you see all these notes. You have dark notes and you have light notes. Light notes are what you put in your thing, and everything that you put into the white notes will go into key. So it'll all be in key as long as you put it in the white notes. Now you're gonna want to figure out, what sound you want, and I want to make something kind of happy, kind of sad. What I usually do, harmonic minor always goes good for me. So I'm probably going to keep with that. Alright, and what you can do here, you can stretch the note out. You can make it smaller, so you can put in many different types. I want to make this long. Okay. Right here. This sounds good. Okay, it'll automatically loop it. Now, I kind of want something a little bit slower. I'm going to turn the tempo down. That's good. And what you can do now is that you can go over here, copy and paste it, copy and paste it again. This goes on for 4 bars. But at the very end of your 4 bars, you're going to want to change it up because it gets repetitive. So let me click right here. Alright, that sounds kind of dark. I'm gonna move it up. Okay, I'm not sure if I like that. Let's go to a higher note. Okay. A is my root note. A will always be your root note if you're making it, as you can see here, root note. That's what you want to start out on. And now we want some chords. Alright, so go an octave down. Well, you just want to get your bass notes first. Okay. Okay, that sounds good. So now you're gonna want to layer it, and what I usually do, skip a white note, go up, skip another white note. Do the same thing. And then later I'll show something a little bit different. Alright, that doesn't sound good. Let's go up one more. Okay, I like that. Same thing. Okay. Now what you can do is, you can keep going up. Sometimes it won't sound good, so it will sound like that. Or you can do inversions, which means you can take this note, bring it up. You could just make it easier for it to blend in. So, what about I could take this up here, take this A up to the next A. Okay, I like that, so I'm probably not going to do an inversion on this. I could see what it sounds like though. Okay, alright. Actually, I'm going to keep that. I like that. And let's bring this D up. See, what you're thinking now is probably, your melody getting kind of repetitive. What you can do, you can stretch some notes out, you can add more notes, you can add a counter melody, which means, let me go up here. That might be too high. Put at the end of this note. No. I like that. I like that. Let's go down. Dun 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 dun. Alright, I want to go down one more. Probably not a G. Alright, you can see how that sounds. what you can do now is copy and paste it, pretty much. Oh, I don't know what I did there. I don't like what I did. Okay, I'm not really sure how I want to fix this. This isn't good. Okay, alright, I figured out how to fix it. No worries. No worries. Alright, let's... Okay, right there. Right there is good. Sorry about that. Just want to copy it over. Like that. And since, you know, you want to make it different, let's add another note at the very end. I don't know if I like that. Alright, I like that. I like that. That sounds good. Music to my ears. And now what you can do is find another sound that kind of sounds like that. Since this is kind of like, you know, they're keys, you can make chords with it, but I want something that is a pad. I want to add a pad so I can really get those chords. Don't like that. Too dark. Too dark. Also dark. Let's just see what this sounds like. Now what you're going to do is copy this, paste it to here, go inside of here, and you're going to want to take out the melody. You don't want, here, there's an easier way to do this. Oh, I thought that was an easier way to do that. Guess not. Let's take all this out. You don't want the melody in here. It's not going to sound good. It's probably not going to sound good anyways. But we just want to hear the chords. Kind of like that, but you can't really hear it, so I'm going to go ahead and try to find something else. You don't want anything like this, or I don't want anything like this. Because you can hear the plug at the very beginning. You want something that kind of like swells. Like this, like that. But not that dark, not that dark. Kind of like this. See how this sounds. Alright, I like that. And now what you want to do is you want to find something else that can, you know, go with the melody. Another sound. Go to more. There's a bunch. didn't mean to do that. There's a bunch of different plugins that you can use. Morphine is what I use. You can go Citrus, Harmless, Sakura. Let's see what Sakura has. They have some pads. Do they have any good keys? Or bells? Here's some bells. I don't know about that. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I want that. So let's go to a different plugin. Let's replace it with Citrus. Okay. Now what we can do here, you go here, go to presets, gives you all these sounds, which is I really like. Bells are right here. These are what you want to go for. Let's go something like Dream Bell, because we're making something, you know, kind of dreamy, kind of ambient. Okay, I like that sound, so let's copy this over. And you can hear how it kind of distorts. It's because two different sounds are fighting with each other, fighting for space. So we're going to go here. I'm going to want to take out these chords. Really loud. Alright, it sounds nice. Sounds good. But what you can really do, and what I really like, is adding grow speed. Like I said, you want to go here, find grow speed. And this just gives you, I love it. It just, you can change up the tempo, you can change up anything. You want to go link these to the same track. So all in one. You want all the sounds to be together. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go to momentary. Let's go to half speed. You can see how it sounds. I like how it sounds. You can reverse it. It just depends on how you want it. What I like to do is I like to have several different, I don't know what you call it, several different sounds like these. I can do half speed at the very beginning of the song, do a reverse whenever the bass and drums come in. We can do this. See how it sounds. What is also really cool, you can turn the knob down. And it will still play what's in your playlist. It will play this, but it'll also add the effect that you put on it. So you can come here. You can hear the melody in the background. So what I'm trying to figure out now is whether I want to add this or not, and how it will fit with my drums, because we haven't even added drums yet. that. So I'm gonna do, alright, I'm gonna add it. Now you wanna go here to the master track. And what I'm gonna do now, go to Edison. Alright, you wanna click this. I'm gonna go here, edit properties, tempo sync. So it syncs with the tempo, because what you're about to do is you're about to make a sample. You're about to record, the slow version that you just made, and export it as an audio. So you want to go click here. And what I did was I'll let it go a little bit more than 4 bars, but you kind of want it to have 4 bars. And right here is about where you want to cut it. A lot of these settings I already have saved, but if you were new to this and you wanted to do this, you would have to change it to 0 crossing in order to get, the right playback. Let's do it right here. It's a perfect loop. So let's see, we're going to take this. I'm just going to drop it in here. And as you can see, it's not 4 bars. It's right about 4 bars, but it's not 4 bars. So what you want to do here, double click on it. You see where it says Tom, you want to right click on it, go to 4 bars. And this will stretch it out to fit that. It'll also kind of change the pitch depending on how far off you are. See if we get a perfect loop. That's a perfect loop. So now that you made that, you kind of already got your melody. Now you want to work on the drums. Let's go here. Let's take this off so it doesn't mess up my CPU. Go to gross beat. We're going to take that off. Alright. Now you want the drums. So I have a bunch of different 808s. Some that fit better with certain type of genres and others that don't. We're going to want something that's kind of juggy. They go doom, doom. Not like that. Has a little bit of distortion. You don't want that on this type of song. I like that. I like this. Now sometimes your 808s will mess up and you'll have to adjust the time knob so it doesn't loop. You want to turn off loop points. What you want to do here is change these knobs. And now you can do that. Now we just have the 808. And what I like to do is I like to go in order: 808, kick, snare, clap, hi-hats, perks, crashes, stuff like that. So let's go to kicks. Let's find a good kick that matches with this 808. I like this kick already. Open a new channel. We want to change this down. Turn off loop points. Now you have a kick. So you can do this. Alright. Here in a minute we're about to make a pattern. Here's where we make a pattern at. Okay. So let's find a snare. Let's find a snare. I want a snare with a perk in it. Like this. Turn off loop points. And now you can already feel the beat. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's go through, let's put this kinda like that. Alright, now you can add a kick. Now, whenever you get the hi-hats in is whenever you start to get that bounce that I like personally. Let's go ahead and find a clap that we're going to layer with the snare. Nothing too loud. Nobody wants their snares and claps to be too loud, it hurts your ears. Like that. Okay. Now, let's get some bounce. Alright, I'll just go with this one. Go to hi-hats, fill 2 steps, every 2 steps. This will give you that bounce. As you can already hear it. Now let's get a perk. Like this. Turn off loop points. Like this too. So let's find something that goes with it. Alright, I like that. So you just want to go through, do all the same. Like that. And you're going to want to find a good kick pattern. So you go doom. And then you just think of what you want to add after that. Maybe you want 3 kicks. A row. Doom. Do do do. Like that. I like this. So let's keep going. Now you can hear that maybe the kick isn't loud enough. What you want to, this is because slurring my words right now. The velocity. You want to go turn all the velocity up. It'll make the kick louder. Now this this is where, you know, I really like to shine with my 808s. I could copy and paste the pattern, but that would also make the 808's velocity go up, and you don't want that. It'll be too loud, it will be distorted, and it won't sound good. Now with 808s, they really give it all flavor to me. So we're going to want to go up. Went a little bit too far for that. Let's bring that up. Doom, ding, doom, doom, like that. You're going to want to drag these notes out. Now, let's bring that really high up. Actually, I might want to add another 808. Like that. And you can see that this 808 right here doesn't have that much sound to it. It's because the kick isn't hitting on it the same time that the 808 comes in. Now, we have this. So, we can either leave it blank, or we can put some stuff in it. See what sounds good. I want to make this longer. Let's drag this note back. Sounds good. We're gonna want a 808 to hit here, not an 808, a kick. Alright, I like that. Now let's just save it. Let's go here. Dreamy beat. Save that. And there wasn't really that much left to do, as in, you know, coming up with new stuff. This video is already 35 minutes long, so I'm not going to finish it on recording. If I do, it's going to take over an hour. So what I can do is just give you a little preview of how it sounds like. Let the intro go on for 8 bars. that's how it sounds right now. But if we were gonna go ahead and go all the way through this, mix and master, you would just take all of your sounds, plug them into a mixer track. As in, you don't want to put all of them on the same mixer track though. How these are on one, that's because I just wanted, the melodies and the chords to sound the same whenever I put Gross Beat on. But with your drum pattern and all your drums, your kick, your snare, all of that, you're going to want to have them separated on tracks. What I like to do, I'll just tell you what I do. I take the 808, I EQ it, I cut out the highs, so the bass comes out more. I kind of do the same thing with the kick, although I do like to keep the highs in the kick. Snare, I don't EQ it. I put a reverb on it. Same thing with the clap, hi-hat, perk, and the other perk. And that's pretty much what I do. But also with the 808 and kick, I throw a Soundgoodizer on it. Makes it a little bit more beefy. You can hear it more. You can also put a distortion on it, depending on what type of music you want to make. But that's pretty much how I do it. Put a compressor on it, do whatever. But this is just a little sample of what I made so far. Let me play it back one more time, and then I'll end the video off. I don't think you want to watch an hour video. But this is pretty much the basics. It's really not that hard. I didn't take music for that long. I took music for 2 years, learned a little bit of music theory, but none of that really comes into play here because you have helpers with the piano roll. You just throw it on, a white note, and they will all sound good. They will all be in key. Thing is, you just gotta be original, and you gotta be consistent. So let's play it off. Yep, and that's pretty much how I make a beat.